guys, this is Nick here. Brianna's not going to be sitting in on this with me. I'm going to be talking about my testimony tonight because I just feel like Brianna did such a good job with hers, and I wanted to take some time and do mine. Oh, by the way, I'm apologizing in advance if it's a little bit long. I just want to share what God's got on my heart. Growing up, I have two brothers, and both my parents still with me. My dad was very trained well. He took care of himself well, worked out, and he had a couple different hobbies. And when he became a father, my dad kind of instilled in us is take care of yourself and do what you love. That's one of the things he always said, is do what you love. So I ended up thinking about it, and I watched my dad grow up, and while I was growing up, I watched him just play golf. He was an amazing golfer. He worked out, and to this day, he's one of the most fit 70-year-olds I've ever come across, and I thank God that He's put such a great man in my life to be able to watch and learn from. So I grew up with a stroke. I ended up getting epilepsy from both my mom's side and my dad's side, and that kind of played a huge part in my testimony, my walk, because God used that in crazy ways to be able to help in ways I didn't know back then, but now it's just so transparent and clear. Growing up, I was always that poster boy kid who just didn't fit in. Only I had a disability. I was struggling in every aspect. I had to sit out and watch my brothers play Little League, small fry, you name it. I mean, I tried playing small fry and I couldn't do it because this hand couldn't get a glove on it. But I didn't let that bother me. I just sat. I had some anger from it though, and I struggled. And although we went to church every Sunday as a family, I mean, there wasn't really too much of a connection. I went to Sunday school and crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's, but I never really had a relationship. I said I went to church, but I didn't really have the heart. I had the head, but I didn't have the heart. I didn't know Him. And my parents tried their best. I mean, I understand life happens and stuff. Until I kind of moved forward in my life, I deal with a whole bunch of stuff. I could tell you a whole bunch of stuff about my disability, about how I came out of it, and my mom has done a lot of things to help me struggle through that. But the important thing is how God kind of used everything for His glory. I mean, I went through tremendous different things of trying to get this so I can be functional. I mean, in intermediate school, my mom put me in a program. I went through physical therapy, occupational therapy. People with what I have are in wheelchairs and they're all bound up, and thank God that I am walking and healthy. And I mean, it may not seem it from just a blink of an eye, but I struggled with a lot growing up, and it was very chaotic at times. But we're gonna fast forward here to my junior year in school. Junior year in high school is when things really kicked off spiritually for me. I bumped into one of my best friends to this day. He's a friend from Western New York. He moved in, and he was one of my really, really good friends. And he has still, to this day, played a huge part in my life. He was at Brianna and I's wedding, and he's just a great all-around guy, and his family. and now he's got a beautiful fiance. And he welcomed me into his circle of friends and got to know me, and just I was not really like at that point, leading up to that point, I was just bounced around from friend group to friend group, and until this friend showed up, I wasn't really. I was kind of skittish because like I just felt like a pinball, but until he showed up, he just showed me like that he cared. He showed me that he wants to be around, and I just wasn't somebody to be looked over. I was being looked at, and then he introduced me to his friends, and we brought me to like weekly Bible studies at a friend of his house, and it was really neat because I just felt welcomed, and I felt like they really welcomed me in. I was a part of the group, and I was just wondering, there's something different about these guys. They're all like love each other. They want to talk to me. They authentically have fun, and I kind of wanted that, like every like person looking does. Like they want something different, and like a typical thing happened to me, and I'm so thankful that it did, because that friendship led to a whole bunch of different things for me personally. I ended up going, and the youth group was great because it gave me kind of a spiritual foundation of different things, and seeing how Christians commune with each other, and that was really neat to watch. And then I got to become really good friends with his parents, which I still call his mama till this day. And then we had a in-depth discussion, her and I, about things, and I was struggling with my parents at that time, and she's like, you should check out this school. I was at an appropriate age to go to school, and I was trying to figure out life. Had an odd and end job up until then, and I went to the school. I applied and signed up for their, what they call it was like their initial, it was like called disco days, where you go and you get hooked up with a host student that will host you in their dorm. And I got to hang out and get to meet some people from the college, and it was neat. And it was a 1-year program that like kind of went over all the different like degree programs, and it was really neat being able to see like the different facets of the school. And there was more of these people. There was more of these Christian people at this school. And it was really neat seeing like the community and seeing how they hung out together, and that just made me want it. And then going from my broken like self of like, am I normal? Am I like, is there me beyond this disability? Like, is there stuff? And just because I went back to the performance, Nick, I need to be able to take care of myself and be able to be good at sports, and I don't need to be good at sports. I can be me. I could just be okay and be alright. But I still have that mentality. But then I found out going to the school, and I thought it was cool, and I made the decision to go. And I went for a little bit, and then I liked it, and I was enjoying it. Fast forward to the end of, there was 2 semesters that I was there for, and I went at the middle of the last semester. I got a call from my dad saying that, all right, Nick, it is your time to go. Not time to go. It is your time. It's time. I've got. We gotta get we gotta come home. We gotta get a real degree. He says. Because I don't know. It's just it clicked in my head that like I was having like this is what I've been, well, my heart has been searching for, some like an experience like this. I mean, you can't get an experience that's on a sheet of paper was as amazingly foundational time as I had at this school than I could get anywhere else. I mean, not that he can't move. Forgive me, he can't like, he can definitely move outside of a box. I'm just saying that this school was a really great, another cornerstone part of my building block as a Christian, and I'm thankful for that time. And then I ended up coming back, and I went to I went to a community college, which my time this Christian school got me all revved up to be a part of, like, helping out students at this secular community college that like I wanted to help and see what was going on at this Christian school, and I wanted that to be a reality at this other school. So I wanted to be a part of the college ministry there, and I ended up, I don't know, just over time since high school and my high school ministry to Elam, like I kind of grew and got on fire, and then I wanted more for this community college, and I ended up not panning out the way I wanted to, so I kind of flopped. Maybe it's not what God wanted for me right then, because I did make some monumental friends that I still know to today, and I see them every once in a while when I go home, and they now know the Lord. Like, they didn't know the Lord then, like I don't know if they did or not, but when they walked in, we had friendship, and they knew more than they did when they first walked in. And not anything by what I have done, but what God has done through me. And then after the community college, I decided to go into the workforce, and that's when things kind of got interesting. I kind of lost myself for a little bit because I was struggling, and I was on a high when I went to Christian school, and then I kind of plateaued when I got community college, and then I'm out by myself, and there's no high school ministry, there's no community college, there's no, like, so it's all up to me to kind of keep my faith going, make an effort to go to church, and not go to church, but make an effort to stay connected. I was going to church every day, not every day, but every Sunday, and staying connected with my friends. But being out there by yourself and when you don't have your community is different than being all together. So it was a huge transition for me I definitely had my lows and I had my highs, but like throughout the whole time, God was with me, even through my disability time, of knowing that, like, I'm not perfect. God didn't make me to be perfect. He made me to be Nick. He made me to be a child of God and to love those people around me, regardless of me not having my left side, me not being able to play Little League, me not being able to play football. Like, I could live without those little moments, but like touching those lives, touching my friends' lives, and being able to do that, and letting me be able to watch what he's doing through my life was pretty cool. And having him remind me of all the moments that he's brought me through up to this point have been amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. God has really done a lot through my life, through the stroke. And one little thought I was thinking a couple weeks back that one of my friends reminded me of is, because he said to me, what if you had your stroke like right now? How would you handle that? And I thought to myself, my life, Brianna, like, it would be devastating if I had a stroke right now. But I know Brianna, knowing her heart, she wouldn't go anywhere. Like she led me right through it. It's just cool to know that God's got your hand through it. And I know that I was kind of all over the place with this, but I want you guys to see like how your picture can be imperfect, but it can be perfect in his eyes, and it's still as important to him, no matter what it looks like. And another thing that's on my mind is that, like, I mean, we all are connected as a body. Like, we're connected. Like, my hand can't function without my elbow. My elbow can't function without my shoulder. Like, we all need each other. We're all important to each other's success as the body. So, just want to say that's important. But I hope that you guys enjoyed my testimony, and I hope that you guys have a great night. I just wanted to feel like I rambled a little bit, but have a good night and enjoy the rest of your evening. Alright guys, take care. Bye.